Hello and welcome to Board Stupid. My name's Wayne.
And I'm Matt.
And this is our piratey plunder, our loot, our booty video about the games we picked up at UK Games Expo 2025. I'm going to show you all of the stuff that we grabbed, got our paws, our dirty mitts on, and why we picked them up.
Yeah,
specifically,
exactly.
the reasons they're in, to give you an insight, little sneaky peek, little soupçon into some of the stuff that we might be covering going forward.
Yeah.
As a channel.
Or maybe something strikes your attention and you want that to cover. You
let us know when you see it. Absolutely do that. And if you'd like to do that, we'd really like you to push the subscribe button.
Push the button.
Push the button.
Push the button.
And let me know what games you want us to cover in future.
Yeah.
So do that, and that would be really lovely. And Matt, let's talk all about UKGE booty.
Yeah, let's go.
Rolling dice, feeling nice, cardboard dreams and game schemes. Click subscribe, it's a vibe. Board Stupid's all we need. Board Stupid, game reviews for you and me. Board Stupid, here's what you should play and see.
Well. We are back at home, safe and sound.
We are safe and sound.
We are a little bit sad going back to our day jobs and
That was real sad. It was real
especially
sad.
because it's been a couple of very intense days
Yeah.
coming back. But apart from that, UKGE was fantastic.
It was absolutely fantastic. What a show.
Yes. Did you want to throw a couple of numbers just to make understand to the people? I don't know, someone watching overseas or
saying what is
Europe,
UKGE? Is it big? There's like 5 or 6 people go to a hotel. No. UKGE is enormous. There's more than 42,000 people attended this year's UK Games Expo, which is absolutely massive, with the total gate attendance being over 72,000. So 10%. Yeah, so,
it's especially because we know that a lot of people come from the entire weekend. They're gonna be
so
there every day for
42,000
3 days.
unique,
Yeah.
and then 72,000 people attendance across the weekend, which is a 10% bump compared to last time. And the overall trade hall size was actually bigger than the trade hall size at Gen Con, making it second only to Spiel in terms of floor space, which is unreal.
Well, I'm talking to you Americans. Can you do better?
Can you do? But to be fair, they have more people that go to Gen Con.
I know, but that's the space.
And actually, it was quite nicely laid out.
Yes, this year it felt a little bit more breezy. There was like more space. It was like the gangways were
good.
larger, so that I felt was way better. It wasn't a mosh pit,
No,
so
it was much nicer laid out.
that was really nice.
And with over 780 exhibitors, which is absolutely huge, up from 685 last year, so nearly 100 more.
Did we cover all of them? No.
No.
Probably no.
No, we
Probably
did
a
not.
fraction. If you're watching and you covered all of them and you got proof for it,
It was,
contact us. I'm gonna send you a medal.
Yeah, please. That was
Chocolate maybe, but a medal.
So those are just some numbers, just to give you this sort of a sense of the
Yeah.
scope and scale of the event. And we were bouncing around like pinballs, going from here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
Grabbing loot where we could.
Yeah. It was a little bit confusing because of the change of layout at the start, because we were used to the same halls and more or less with the same stuff in the same place.
Yeah.
This year was bigger, was a little bit more confusing the first few days. I was just like, where are we? I can't find
What's going on?
myself. So maybe in the next year the guys can think about a little bit more about like how they gonna tell you in which hall you are.
Yeah.
So it was a little
Wayfinding could be a bit
better. It could have been a little bit better. I know that the guys already received a lot of feedback. I'm sure they're gonna do better. Of course, in such like big shows, you always got something that doesn't go as planned or something that could have been improved. But hopefully the guys are getting all the feedback and improving, especially if they bring them by. There was a lot of queues.
Lots of queues for that as
There was
well.
just 2 water fountains. There were like very long queues for that. But for the rest, I felt that I had a lot of fun. It was good.
Absolutely.
The AC maybe, the air conditioning maybe could
I was either freezing or boiling.
Yeah,
that was never comfortable.
But hey, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And again, for the guys at UKGE, because they're still like a small team taking
Yes.
care of this. That is became
Yes.
a massive show and kind of like working in the same industry. I kind of know a little bit how long hours and,
Yes.
and sweat and blood you need to put behind. So very well done with that, and I'm sure that is going to be even better next year.
Absolutely. So with Matt, shall we show the people what we picked up from UKG?
That's what they are here for.
That's what they're here for. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Matt, that's a lot of loot. Let's
Let's start us this box is saying.
let's go. Bring it on the table. What have we got?
Oh,
What is it?
Apex Legends, the board game. Oh, this is a skirmish miniature games based on the Apex Legends IP, so the video game. It's from the guys at Glass Cannon.
Yep.
And the same guys that did Dying Light, they did very, very, very well.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to play this one. I'm a fan of I play the video games quite a lot.
Okay.
It's in the same Titanfall universe.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah,
play
yeah.
Titanfall, you know, and I love Titanfall so much. I'm so sad they haven't done anything else, but they keep doing Apex Legends, and yeah, this one looks super, super cool. We can't wait to
There's a
put
terrain
it
in
down.
there,
Yeah,
competitive minis game for 2 to 6 players.
yeah, exactly. In the box, you got all the different characters, and
Yeah,
with the minis, the box it actually contains the terrain as well, so it's ready to go. Everything is inside this.
Sweet box.
Not small box. It's quite
That's a Kallax
quite
killer.
a thing, but yeah, it doesn't fit in a Kallax. You need to buy you need someone to build something around
Specific
the box.
for the Apex Legends. All
But
right.
yeah, can't wait for this one.
Okay.
We go quick. Next one,
Bears.
small box.
Bears. We love bears.
Yes,
So,
sweet cat
by Osprey.
by Osprey, the Line Battler bears fighting. No, they're not fighting. They're just trying to get fat.
Fat bear
That's
season.
fat bears.
Fat bear season. So,
We covered this game in one of our hype factor.
Yeah.
And there's bear in it. We must have.
we must have it.
Yeah.
2-player card game, as you might imagine. Competitive area control along the areas, hence the lanes.
Yeah.
But
You got the river
yeah.
in the middle. The bears, each player's got their bears. They put the bears to control the part of the river to get more salmons, getting more fat.
Yeah, exactly.
And then,
Establish the dominance, grab salmon, enjoy life, like you should do generally.
yeah, it's love it.
Cat life.
As usual, Wayne went to buy some brown stuff. This is a little bit older, but
Yeah, it is.
yes, we're talking about Through the Desert.
So I went to UK Games Expo and bought a couple of 90s Konnichiwa titles.
yeah,
But of
because
course,
that's
what I do.
Wayne.
That's Tom's it. But I found this for a great price, and I don't own this game,
Yeah.
which is silly. I should own
Yeah.
this game. This is a game of essentially placing camels, carve out various areas of territory, and scoring points. This is a route building game essentially, but done in that wonderful Konnichiwa style.
Yeah.
Simple to learn, hard to master, beautiful to play, and I can't wait to get to.
And actually, production doesn't look that brown. I mean, there's a lot of browns, the desert, but it's
Actually, cool little
yeah.
camels.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that's pretty cool.
I mean, this is a classic right now. We didn't add it in the collection, so here you
It
go.
needed to be added to the Konnichiwa shrine that I
Yeah,
have
the shrine.
in my house. Tiny one, this one.
For the Emperor. This was in our Hidden Gems.
Yes.
And well, we couldn't not pick it up
Look
from
at it, it's so
from All
cute.
Play.
It's tiny.
Yes, again, it's another Line Battler 2-player card games
Yeah.
that plays in like 15 minutes per game. So it's super cool, super fast in the Japanese. If you follow the channel, you know we're a sucker for
Japanese
anything
thing.
Japanese.
Anything
That
like
is,
that,
I can't
yeah.
really do anything about it. But you're basically samurai.
Samurai playing across 7 lanes
yeah.
with all of your cars doing different abilities. Nice and light,
Yes.
nice and competitive. And look how tiny that box is. It's so cool. You can take that on anywhere.
With a very cool artwork. I really like the artwork, how they did it. And,
Exactly.
yeah, this is gonna come on the table very, very soon because
Yeah.
it's.
So easy. Look at it.
Yep.
With the Spiel des Jahres nominees announced, it would be remiss of us not to pick up at least one of those. So we did.
We did Flip 7.
Absolutely. This game feels like blackjack, but
Yes.
in a
Yeah,
board
yeah, yeah.
game vibe.
We played probably a 45 seconds demo, and then we were like, let's go grab a copy.
Let's go grab a copy.
It's one of those I call it party game. It's more. It's kind of like party game. It's a game for everyone, where you're trying to collect cards without being kicked out from the round, trying to get to the highest point that you can. It's got this like blackjacky vibe, as you said, where you can ask for more cards, one more card, until you got the 2 cards of the same numbers. If that happens, you're out of the game. If you manage to get 7 cards in a row, you can basically, if you ask for 7 cards and you're not kicked out, you get in a bonus. That's why it's called Flip 7.
Of course.
But it's very, very easy to pick up, very easy to play.
Very shiny.
You can play with everyone, and it's gonna be in that collection of party games that you can throw up with whoever you got in the house.
We're going to be playing this for Matt's birthday next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this will be great fun. I love the tagline. It just says the greatest card game of all time.
Is it? Is it not? I don't know. We're gonna play it and tell you. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, it's a good catchline.
Yeah. Matt, next up we've got a reprint, a new version of a classic.
The new code name.
If you don't know this game, then fine, but this is a fantastic game that you should be interested in, especially if you have a family. It's a great Christmas game. Codenames is immaculate. It's a brilliant game.
Yeah, so this is, I'm not sure if it's actually out yet, but if it's not, it's coming out very soon. This is basically the 10-year edition of Codenames. They redid all the production. It's got nicer inserts. It's got all like recycled plasticky bits, and so it's eco-friendly. You know, the CG is really
good about that.
Really good about all the environmental issues. So very good on them. On top of that, it's just not that, because what they've done with the fact that they got the game, the app going now, it's been up now for almost 6 months, something like that. Basically, what they did, they took all the data from there,
tons of data,
and basically refined some of the words, like changing some of the words on the cards, or removing them, or adding some else. So let's say then 95% is the same game, but it's 5% better.
Yeah, there you go. And what's not to like about a new Codename?
Yeah. One of the games of must buy for me was Deep Regret.
Coming out of the sea, just like that. Like a tentacle monster.
Yeah, we went there on day 1 where they were still not finished setting up the stand. I was already, can I get a copy?
Like, can I have it, please? And like Judson, the man behind the stand, and the tactics director went, no. Wait your time.
I was still keen to have the game, because they just had a few copies, and I was like, oh, I'm going to miss it. And I didn't want to miss it. And I did not miss it.
You did not miss it.
So sorry if I was bothering, but I really wanted a copy of the game.
But we got one. And
I didn't want to have any regrets to not having the game. Come on.
There we go.
Probably I'm the million person to do these jokes, I said. Deep Regrets, you fishing monsters out of the sea, with this very quirky
beautiful
art style. I love it to pieces.
Amazing.
And you're basically trying to fish out stuff to the monster. Each monster will do something special around the table, and you're competing against the other to fish the bigger fish or monster. You don't really know what you're gonna come out.
You're looking at the shadows on the back of the card to see what it might be. It might be that, might not be. You're gonna push your luck. Do
you want to risk it? Do you want to not? And upgrade your ship and do all funky things in this like fishing games, Cthulhu style.
Absolutely.
But yeah, can't wait. This is great. Wayne's got another 90s game.
Another 90s Knizia. I'll say no more. This is High Society. This I picked up, again, found it for a fantastic price on the Osprey stand, and I thought, I don't have this game, I need it in my collection. Plays up to 5 players in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's Knizia doing auctions.
Yeah.
Like, Knizia does 2 things, well, he does lots of things really well, but he does tile laying really well and auctions really well. So I was like, I need this, and this is a Knizia auction game that you can take with you to the pub and play really easily. So this has to go in the collection. Nice and quick, High Society. If you haven't got this game or haven't played this game, it's available for cheap on Osprey Games website right now.
Oh yeah.
So go.
It's one that you kind of like need to have in the in the shrine.
You've got to. Yeah. It's again, it's another one going in the Knizia shrine where I can bow to every morning. So thank you, Dr. Knizia, for everything you do for board games.
High Society. There's been one game that Wayne couldn't stop talking about it all weekend.
I'm not stopping.
And
can't stop me.
I actually for once agree with him.
Can't stop me.
And we're talking about
Tembe!
Tembe.
Tembe, the fabulous, beautifully cozy game of creating a seaside town, but it's tremendously competitive, wonderful artwork, interesting scoring mechanisms, which are brilliant, where you have a king domino action selection type system, where you pick priority. If you go later, you get a more powerful action, but then you'll probably go last next round.
Yeah, so you won't risk it.
You won't get as much stuff, but then you'll definitely go first next round. There's some fantastic stuff that Tembe does with this beautiful, quirky art style, great engaging gameplay, crunchy as you want. If you want to add more, you've got the community expansion, which adds loads and loads and loads of different modular stuff to make it more complex if you want. Or you can just play it family and light. There's loads of variety. It's amazing. I love this game.
Yeah, we talked about more about this on the previous video on the top 10 games on the show. So go watch that and find out why this is great.
And we're not going to stop talking about it until everyone gets a copy of it, and we might do a review. We'll see.
We might have a copy of a game that's not out yet.
Or two.
But
A few of those.
one is Gwent.
Gwent, the legendary card game. If you're a fan of The Witcher, and it's, we're fans of The Witcher.
You know what we're talking about.
We're fans of Witcher. Witcher 3 specifically.
Yeah.
As Rob said in our interview with Rob, find that on the Patreon, some people would go through the Witcher bits to get to more Gwent. Gwent is that game. It's that good a card game, and they brought literally the entire game, wholesale, cut the whole thing out and turned it into an actual card.
Yeah, so all the cards that you sweated to collect in the game, they're actually in the box, so you don't need to.
It's
licensed need to worry about it.
By CG Projekt Red. It's all in here.
Yes.
This whole game is
and
exactly the same.
it's basically the same game that you played in the video game. If you haven't played the video game, is an absolutely fantastic two-player games that in this box. With the board game version, you can actually play up to 4-player.
Yeah.
So you can play 2 versus 2 again.
You can play, yeah.
And it's basically I would say it's lane battler, but it's not really a lane battler. It's a vertical lane battler. So
I suppose,
you need to develop. You need to put the cards down on your play area. You got 3 different battlegrounds.
Siege, you have range, and you have melee.
Yeah. So the cards that you're gonna have on your hands, you need to put them down, and that's gonna score the power of your army. And depending who's got the highest score, is gonna win that turn. The twist in the game is that you build your cards, your deck about like 30 cards, 40 cards, and you only draw the first 10. And that's it for the game. There are some special powers that let you get more, but you need to build a deck in a way that you know that whatever one of those 10 cards are going to come out, they're going to be useful. And then you need to try to, whatever you got in your hand, put it down and try to win it. And you need to keep cards for the next round, because you're not getting more cards, you just keep playing with what you got. So again, if you play the Witcher, you will probably spend, like us, a lot of hours on Gwent. And I'm so happy that we got the physical copy. It makes me feel like Gerald. Like, I love it. Wayne, number 1 to buy game. He actually managed to do it.
I got it. I bought Steam Power.
Yes.
So, Steam Power, Martin Wallace game. Love Martin Wallace designs. Brass Birmingham is my favourite game of all time. But we're also big fans of Eterna.
Yeah. And we did chat a little bit with Mr. Wallace.
We said hello, Mr. Wallace. And this is his new one. And also, I'm a backer of Casus Belli. So this ain't my first Wallace rodeo.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to get Steam Power to the table. So very exciting stuff. Laying tracks, building factories, trying to fulfill contracts in this route building game. But it looks much simpler. It's going to be much less of a rules oversight than something like Brass Birmingham. Think something a more complex Ticket to Ride combined kind of with Yellow and Yangtze with the kind of
there's the board and the pieces. There's some Kinizia in there, even if it's Martin
stuff going in there.
So
really wonderful stuff. So can't wait to dig into this.
Yeah, we should try to play this as soon as possible. Can't wait for this. We have another big box coming to the table, and it's Terrascape.
Last year, what? Last year, 2024?
A couple of years ago. Well, we didn't have a copy,
But we got it from Ice Mix.
We got it from the guys, and we're really happy because this was on my buying list. It's been on my buying list for a while, and there is the Terrascape 2 coming out on Game Found on September. And the cool thing is that it's gonna be retro compatible. So if you got Terrascape, the first one and the second one, we can mix the components to have more gameplay. So if you already got this one, it's gonna become like an expansion. Otherwise, if you don't have the first one, you can play with the Terrascape with the second
one entirely by itself. So what is this game? This is kind of like Dead by Daylight, I think it is. The
video game.
The video game. Yeah. Kind of like that, where you're trying to, one player is the serial killer, and the rest are the survivors trying to survive. Kind of a hidden movement type game.
Yeah, because the board itself has the massive mention between player. The serial killer is gonna play on his side, and all the other players on the other side, and it's kind of like both of them do hidden movement, but they could cause noise. So the serial killer, they must be on this side of the house, and this house, and or on this room of the other one. And basically, a serial killer is gonna try what the serial killer does. Is basically trying to kill the other player. It's a cooperative game, so it's as soon as the first player dies, that's the end of the game, because you're all friends. You need to try to escape all together.
Survive.
Yeah, and again, as I just say, the survivors, they need to survive and try to escape. There are different ways they basically win the game, getting the keys and getting out of the house, or
DVD, exactly.
So yeah, super cool game. It plays like very quickly, to like half an hour to 45 minutes each play, so you can play a few times and you can rotate who's gonna be the serial killer.
And it has the coolest production, this giant mansion piece in the middle. It's a very it's a proper centerpiece.
Then at the same time, it's a dice tower, so you put the dice in, and it's not a dice tower, it's a dice mansion.
Dice mansion, fantastic stuff. Terrascape. Matt, we love visiting some of the indie folks at UK Games Expo. Those guys, turn up, small team, create and publish their own game. This is one of those.
Yes, Outbreak
by Dark Frontier Games. And this game we were really excited about. This was on our hidden gems to go and check out. And it is a hardcore cooperative zombie apocalypse survival.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So I'm expecting very much Dead of Winter, but cracked out, because you got a lot of stuff going on. You got resource management, you got territorial control, you of course need to survive, craft weapons,
build your territory out, prepare for the on-rushing hordes of dead.
Yeah, and he plays up to 8 players, so I can imagine like the craziness that can go up with 8 players.
Absolute carnage.
Yeah, and it's got a very quirky style. Not
90s
something
video
that you
game
see.
style.
Yeah, exactly.
It really feels like a 90s video game style. And actually, I really like it.
I do. It's
like
quirky.
full of character.
It's different from everything else. So,
absolutely.
Again, we're gonna play this because I know the guys as well, Tom and Simon from Both Stupid North. They really want to play this one, so I'm really glad that we got a copy.
We are going to cover this in some way or other as soon as we can.
Yes,
because this is super fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dark Frontier, we love a co-op game, especially a real hard one.
Yeah, and it's a heavy box, so I like it. Talking about heavy boxes.
Hey!
It is here.
Yeah. So
you can hide behind.
You can hide behind Luda. This is a massive. It's a big old box. Lydia, we will talk about in lots of detail because we're going to be doing a full review of this game. But in short, you are makers of fine instruments in the Baroque to the Romantic period of classical and modern Western music, and you are going to be competing to create the finest instruments and have them played by the best musicians at the concert.
Like Beethoven,
exactly.
Or Paganini.
Exactly. All of those guys.
Stradivarius.
Having people patrons come to your shop and ask you to build their custom instruments for them. So with a beautiful, massive production that only Patterson Games can deliver.
Oh yeah,
it's
this is beautiful. Game. Again, we're gonna speak about this way more in detail in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. From a big box to a small box.
Yeah.
We got it.
We got Inferno. 175 copies. Thank you, Chris Prescott, the designer of Fetching Feathers. This is coming out, I think, on crowdfunding later in the year. But Matt, this is a fabulous card game. And we are super excited to play this and cover it maybe in more detail.
Yeah, we spoke about it a little bit during the Hidden Gems of Game video that we did. So it's the same designer of Zuli/Moving Wilds. In this case, instead of drafting animals, you are drafting just birds.
Yeah.
Very quirky birds, with each one with their own head style. And
it's beautiful artwork.
Yes.
Absolutely love the vibe.
And it's a drafting games where you pass around the cards and you're trying to get flocks of birds, then put in the territories that you're gonna draft as well. The quirky things about the game is that the territories are not gonna stay as they are. Each territories will have, I don't know, meat or fish or stuff like that that will need to attract the birds. Each round, the territory is gonna flip to the other side, and what the territory is gonna give you is gonna be something that is gonna be different. That means that you need to think then, okay, all my birds, nice birds, are having a nice time here, but I need to think about migrating them to another territories where the weather is more of what they like. Way more thinking than what it sounds like or it looks like, but at the same time with a game flow that is absolutely excellent.
Fetching Feathers. Another small box game with beautiful artwork, just like the one before. So this is Sail. with artwork by Weberson Santiago, and another all-play game. And
what a beautiful
box. We love Weberson
yeah, absolutely. And this is a two-player cooperative trick-taking.
Yeah, two-player cooperative trick-taking game, which sounds absolutely fantastic. Kind of like Fox and the Forest duet, where you're playing together to try and win the tricks together, with this beautiful artwork.
The artwork with this like
absolutely
watercolor,
absolutely stunning.
It's very, very cool. And you're basically sailing. You're pirates. And
playing 20 minutes. There is a legacy version of this game coming later this year as well.
Yeah.
So we're very excited to dig into the original.
I did both the expansion and the upgraded kits. Yeah, because it was a good deal. So why not? Let's sail away. Wayne, you know that I can't wait to play Revenant from Mind Clash, right?
You were so excited.
Yeah, but we can't play Revenant because it's still like...
still not out yet, it's a while away.
Yeah, it's a while away, so I thought we should have Playboy 4. It's the same universe, so why not? We're getting ready. Yeah, we're getting ready.
Void 4 was a massive, massive hit of 2023-2024 by Mind Clash Games. This is a big scenario-based space 4X type game that is an absolute beast of grand strategy and empire building and economy and all of that in this big box.
Yeah, while the world's collapsing, while the world collapsing
to the
collapsing. So, what it really attracted me about this game is the fact that you play in scenarios. So each gameplay it can be different setup, different starting condition, and then you got 14 different asymmetric faction that you can play with. So the mix and match of like your gameplays, they're never gonna be the same. Never, ever. It's a little bit of a beast to set up.
Yes.
But I think we just need, when it's like for this kind of game, you just need to buy the bullets and just like go for it. And of course, having people around that want to be there, because it's around like 45 minutes to an hour per play. So it's not the shortest of the game, but it's very rich and deep with I love that they got a lore around or something like that. It sounds super cool.
Fully deterministic battle system as well. Yes. So that's going to be very, very interesting.
So if you hate like me all the
dice chucking around
BS with TI, this could be an alternative for you. But can't wait to play this one as soon as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to take this one home. Wait for
Wait, the last one. I'm excited over all these games.
All these games are very exciting.
But this one is the one that probably excited me the most. Because I told you that was my... was very excited. We didn't know there was going to be a UKGE. We didn't know that there were a few copies that were going around that we might have managed to snatch one. And we are very, very grateful.
We're very, very grateful and very happy to say that we have
play the Old King's Crown.
So expect a full review on this coming very, very soon. This is coming to retail by the end of August.
Yeah,
It's around there. So we're going to make sure that we have a really great detailed review of everything to do with Old King's Crown in the coming.
This is gonna be something. This is gonna be something for. They're gonna stay for the future.
I've heard nothing but good things about this from everyone that I know that has managed to play a sneaky copy.
From a fantastic artwork to a very quirky gameplay where there is a mix of different genre, like
control, bidding, hidden bidding, that sort of thing going on. Some cool stuff happening.
And shenanigans and backstabbing, because you are one of the heir to the crown and you need to fight against all the other families. So
do some stabbing.
As you can imagine, it's a bit stabby, but fantastic game. When we got it, I couldn't believe it, and I can't wait for this.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Old King's Crown. Matt, that was a lot, wasn't it? That was a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a lot. How are we going to cover all these games?
Well, we're quitting our jobs tomorrow and we start playing, right?
Well, if you go to our Patreon, segue there.
We might be able to do it one day. Probably not tomorrow,
but we will try. But if you go and check that out, we've got lots of exclusive content that you can go and see. And every single penny that's contributed through there, you can buy us a coffee, not very expensive. You get loads of cool content that we will provide for you on the Patreon. But it all helps us provide, gives us more time to cover the games that we want to cover.
Yeah,
for you.
absolutely. And on top of that, you can find all the uncut interviews that we did at UKGE. So
Talking about a lot of these games, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of these games.
Talking about them in detail with the designers.
With the designer or the publisher.
Yeah.
Everyone from Matt Leacock to... I'm talking about it. Is the copy a ride of Fate of the Fellowship?
No.
It's arriving that one as well.
Not yet.
But you can find a lot of like interviews with all the designers. You can hear from the horse mouth about their game, and that's fantastic. So everything is going to be on the Patreon, but yeah, have a look at that.
But we have a plan to get through as much of this as possible. So stay tuned to the channel.
There is no sleeping at the moment.
There's not sleeping.
It's just playing.
Lots of playing for absolutely tons of content as we go through the coming weeks and months. But until
hit the
then,
subscribe button.
Absolutely subscribe. So you can find out about all of that cool stuff when we release it. And if you can't wait, then check out the rest of the videos, because we've got lots of other videos on the channel that you can go and see.
Can binge?
Yeah, you can binge watch in advance of us showing you all these cool games. And we'll see you at the next one.
Ciao.